was it today?
The teams split the regular season matchups, each winning by double figures on their home floor as Trace Tinkle rattles in a three. That's what you talked about.
I'm telling you, right off the top, they saw something.
Ethan Thompson the rebound for the Beavers. As Oregon State in league play shot under 30% from three. And Trace Tinkle missing there, and the rebound cleared by Utah.
One of the earlier heat check. I didn't expect this game to be fast as Tinkle's left wide open, and he pulled the string a little on that one. Probably too wide open. But this game's...
Luckily for the Beavers, Johnny Hunt runs it down. Trace Tinkle along the baseline.
See, that's putting pressure on the defense. Like if Ethan Thompson had shot that, number one is Timmy Allen's driving. Two, Alfonso Plummer spotting up. And Oregon State has made multiple mistakes defensively.
Trace Tinkle puts Oregon State back on top.
He promoted it himself.
He did it in a non-boasting way. In and out on the three from Trace Tinkle. Steps in and nails it.
But that's what happens, Roxy, when you play 4-on-4. It's hard to cover. There's more floor to cover.
Utah by 8 and a 23.
Plummer's done. Timmy Allen got started early, but then got into a bit of foul trouble. But Oregon State needs to get going defensively here if they're going to win this game. And Tinkle, pretty good luck, misses everything. Oregon State needs something good to happen quickly.
Trace Tinkle trying to have it happen. Tipped out by Tinkle. Zach Reichel down the lane.
Pass.
Kyler. He decides to drive and give it up. Here comes Zach Reichel. Ahead for Trace Tinkle. And the double clutch, and Tinkle in double figures now for the 96th consecutive. He has tied a Pac-12 single game record with 10 threes. Trace Tinkle an answer.
As much as Plummer has been unbelievable, Oregon
from the floor.
Got to get it into Tinkle when he gets a mismatch on the switch.
Here he is.
There you go.
Shot clock winding down and spinning to the bucket. Trace Tinkle.
That's what I was saying in the first half. If they're going to switch all this stuff.
It's coming. He's got to be in the back of your head knowing when he's in the game. Trace Tinkle inside. And the rebound, Riley Batten.
Trace lost it going up.
Trace Tinkle. Short on the three, but the long rebound to Zach Reichel. Riley Batten playing with 4 fouls. Has it knocked away. Jared Lucas pushes. Ahead for Trace Tinkle. We have a 1-point game.
Great hand by Kelly. That long arm got in there, stripped Batten today, and pair that with Thursday night. Have some confidence heading into Vegas.
Tinkle rising with a dozen to shoot. His first 3 off the mark. Joel Brown claims the rebound. Collins fends off Kelly for the board.
Once you got to finish on the road if you're Kwani. Throw ahead. Both these teams aren't really fast-paced, get it up the floor quickly teams. So when you do have opportunity with it.
Leading the break for the Bees. Tinkle sends it back his way. Trace from the corner. Got it.
Good action between Reichel and Tinkle, throwing it back to each other to get anything to go down. Give Oregon State some credit, and maybe that 1-3-1's got Cal a little bit on their heels.
Tinkle got past Anticevich, who recovers for the rebound. Numbers for Cal if they hurt.
Yeah, here's one of those opportunities.
12 season, Don, it's been expect the opposite of whatever you saw Thursday.
That's right.
Cal gave up 68% shooting to the Ducks in Eugene. Now they're stifling the Bees in the half court.
Both teams, though, both ways.
Tinkle with his eyes up, wanted Kelly on the cut.
Now got the ISO.
Collects his own. A foul. A foul. Reichel's been everywhere.
Yeah, he has. See if they can convert.
Trace for 3. Fortunately, Brown has yet to really find it as a collegiate from the free throw line. Tinkle on a pick and pop, puts it down.
The Pac-12 better look out in Vegas, and Trace Tinkle's knocking down.
Thompson with 5, and Kwani defending. Still trying to find a crease, off balance, off iron. Tinkle.
Long arms.
Swatted with 2 hands by Kelly, but the Bees will get the last shot, 4.8 remaining.
You see Trey get that wide open.
They won't get it again, that's for sure. They go over the top, able to spot him in the lane. Anticevich rejects the shot, and we go to the locker room at a 5-point.
Probably think that Arizona State would handle that one tonight, which would make Oregon State the 8th seed.
Kelly, an offensive rebound. Second chance points for Kyler.
Stanford's got some work to do in Vegas as well, but conference still set up for 7. Just got some work to do, that's all.
Trace Tinkle out of the timeout.
Getting to be dangerous here. Thing gets to 14-16. I think it's going to be hard for Cal to get back in it or get all the way back in it the way the game's been being played.
Thorpe goes to get that rebound. They're not built to necessarily come back. Tinkle from the corner and 8 to shoot. Brown all over him. Trace Tinkle spins back to his right and scores.
Nice spin. Now 16, and you've already brought Bradley back.
Hunt still trying to link up with Tinkle. Here it is, and now 10 to shoot.
1-4 flat, late clock for Tinkle.
Bottoms!
It is senior day, and I wouldn't.
Yeah. Thompson spinning back to his right. Feeding Tinkle. It goes begging. Kelly clears it.
Good play by Thompson. Want him to score every time, but that basket not the end of the world with a 10-point lead still now that we're under 3 minutes.
Senior to senior, Kyler Kelly, Trace Tinkle.
Tonight, but senior night on Saturday, or senior day on Saturday, going to be more emotional than tonight.
Here's Tinkle for 3, a shot that's abandoned him in the new year.
That's why
Kelly tracks it down. Numbers for Thompson if he hurries.
You can tell if Kyler Kelly's going to have a good game.
Tinkle still looking for his first points.
If he's engaged and active early, I think like a Kasunas type, but strong has to be for how effective he is down there on the block.
Now he draws Wills, forced it up. Delaire climbing for the rebound.
Good rebound and trap.
There's still a scenario, albeit a slim one, where Cal wins as many league games as Arizona. Tinkle still can't buy a bucket.
Yeah, it's in his head now. He completely aimed at a good sign for Oregon State if Stanford does have it tied, because you know they can explode from the line at any time. There we go.
First bucket for Trace Tinkle.
Well, no double again on Kelly, and I don't know if that's the mid-post to post to three-point line. He's hard to guard with big guys.
Tinkle this time from the right side, up and in.
All he's got to do to score. He's so good down there at scoring. By Wills.
So he had 19 on a bum ankle last time out against CU, 10 in the opening half on the road in Corvallis. Tinkle for the record, and Corvallis has a new scoring kick.
On my way down here today from the Portland airport.
Any other highlights?
No.
Tinkle with 2 hands.
Basketball's
straight here in Corvallis. So for these Beavs, they don't want to leave, especially the upperclassmen, without defeating the Cardinal in front of their home crowd.
Got the switch.
Thompson and Tinkle combining. Final second, Stanford won't even get it in.
Let Oregon State keep this 9-point lead for too long.
Down screen for Tinkle. Too strong. Delaire goes to get it.
Terry to get a shot. I know that's easier said than done because Oregon State's guarding them tight, but I just feel like Terry's got to have an effect on this one.
Tinkle strikes the 3. That's the first field goal for the... De Silva is on the floor for Stanford, has 4 fouls, and they go right at him with Kelly. Gives it up, Tinkle. De Silva the rebound, and the hit ahead Davis, running with Delaire. Tonight, scramble for possession, and it's won by Hunt. Up ahead, Tinkle in traffic. Oh, what a pass. The follow, a foul instead of the hoop by Hunt.
Double ball screen. Right, looking for some high-low action. Good cut, Tinkle.
Left-handed floater goes begging. Tip rebound out to the Beavs with a reset shot clock. Corvallis.
ISO the side.
Tinkle against Wills. One of the best scorers against one of the best defenders, and this one goes to Stanford.
It was his world.
Last year, won the earlier meeting in Corvallis. Trace Tinkle's first shot. Misses everything.
Example where he had an open look.
Tinkle, nice offensive board. And lays it in. Trace Tinkle is on the board.
Nice vertical.
Johnny Hunt in, one of the reserves for Coach Tinkle. So too is Jared Lucas. But it's Tinkle, the senior. Off. Richardson gets it for the Ducks. Kelly got the lead on Reichel's back up and now wanting the ball because he's open. Tinkle up strong. Trace Tinkle with 2.
I said this would be their first lead of the game.
Tinkle for 3. Ball knocked out.
10 less shots than the white jersey, and then that's because of 6 turnovers.
By the way, if it looks funny to you with Kyler Kelly wearing 53, he got blood on his number 24 jersey. So Kelly
Picked up 2 cheap fouls, missed the easy basket, but it's still 16 minutes left.
Tinkle inside, nice reverse.
What a gamer, Trace Tinkle on the 3-point line. Nothing but time in the gym.
Good defense on Tinkle.
And Houston didn't.
Tinkle, tough fadeaway, got it.
He hits tough shots. He, like Peyton Pritchard, can hit tough.
Like 45 minutes, I think. Never came out. Tinkle inside, count the hoop for Wayne Tinkle's son, Trace Tinkle.
Even for what they're doing.
Well, we mentioned that Trace Tinkle and company have won the last 3 of these meetings. So Oregon was due as Pritchard goes.
We're just underway here in Tempe.
7 teams into the NCAA tournament.
Here's another three from Oregon State. And you had
Maybe
Tracy
that's
Murray
why
to
I
help
feel.
you.
Maybe that's why I feel that way.
Kyler Kelly slips inside and misses the layup.
Finish that.
Jared Lucas answers for Oregon State. Tinkle, 6 seconds. He drives. The kick. Lucas is open.
Feeling next year he'll come on when he gets more confident, year under his belt, because it looks good when it leaves his hand. He's got a quick release. He's got quick feet. Just hasn't gone in as much as you. By Austin, under control, got in the teeth of the zone, and then the kick out got Bradley a good look.
Kelly from Trace Tinkle.
How many times?
10 left on the timer. Tinkle at the free throw line. Lucas with 5 over Anticevich. That's not the one right off the bounce. Here's Thompson. Backing down Bradley. Able to get the shot up. Well defended by Bradley. Thompson off the bounce.
Watching it with the talent to beat anybody in the league, though.
Lucas catching fire. Off the mark this time. We're due for another TV timeout. We'll see if he returns on the other side. Thompson pours in the three.
Credit, they haven't quit on this. They cut it to 14. Can they get another stop?
Step back three. Ethan.
But again,
another rebound.
For teams, so you would expect next week to be wild. And I think it comes down to who can make shots. That's been the theme to me that I've heard most from coaches.
In this look, the only other time they've broken the apparel out. Here is Kelly backing down to Silva and Don. We've seen him throw. Ethan Thompson has been the playmaker of late for the Beavs. Hollins launching at the midway.
Doing things, and they've done it on the fly and have won way more than we all thought.
There's still a scenario, albeit a slim one, where
the back end of his second year really playing well.
His first 4 points of the game. Circling, great find, Tinkle the assist. Thompson
has to do his thing at his own pace. Let's see him try to be aggressive.
Hollins left alone underneath, but misses the close one.
It's Oregon State.
he can go get it.
As we've joked, the Tinkle family is the first family of Northwest basketball.
Yes, they are.
I wouldn't the paint area clogging things up.
Bradley's pass deflected. Reichel comes away with it. Leading the break for the Bees. Wanted to get the record. He said a 3 would be nice.
There you go.
Keefe has it stripped.
Duarte. Got to go straight up. Big man brought it down low, and Tinkle stripped him.
Lucas. Walton pulls down the board and throws it away. Picked up by Tinkle. Come on, get back! Matty has it.
88 consecutive games with 10 or more points, one shy of the school record. And he's got 4 points so far. Utah turned it over 9 times in the first.
He's had to figure out different ways to get his points. That's
points nonetheless.
And Tisovic tipped by Tinkle. And
Will Richardson penetrates. Over Tinkle, left it short, and it's ripped down.
Because when you're practicing Aaron shooting, you don't have the passer throwing balls at your laces. The best three-point shooter in a white uniform. Go ahead and just take what the defense gives.
As Singleton has a block by Tinkle.
Working hard for that bucket.
He's a 7-footer with athleticism. He's got some bounce for a big guy.
And that time he takes it right at Tinkle, does Williams, and he knocks it.
Allen lost the handle, able to keep the possession. 8 to shoot as he crosses over. Well defense by the
Something to be said for staying for 4 years.
That one bothered by Tinkle. And out.
5 to shoot. And Chandler has that shot blocked.
This Portland State Vikings team, a salty squad. Whitaker blocked by Tinkle. Whitaker underneath. Kelly might have gotten another.
Well designed. Oregon State runs a lot of good sets, a lot of box sets, screen for the screener action. And a rejection by Tinkle.
I don't know. You draw a foul. Bolton spin move put back by Condit. Los Altos High School where he played for his father Jeff. Here's Nixon again, blocked by Tinkle. Condit played some great minutes in the first half.
He really did. He was a difference maker.
Did Tinkle get a hand on that on the effort? Darius Brown, their sophomore point guard, lob underneath Numania, who goes up. His shot blocked by Tinkle.
Will play a key role for Oregon State this year. Silva, if he can give them a lift and give him some
Clock. Kuntz with 3. Contested by Tinkle, and
Chris Smith was a wow moment.
He has what you can't keep.
Yeah. Whoa. How about that rejection from Tinkle?
right down the middle, and the Beavers have a 13-point lead.
Great defense by Trace Tinkle. And bring Collar back in and see if he can get one more block shot. But you say you don't play like that. You can't chase him, huh?
No, I don't think so. Stormo gets rejected by Tinkle.
Junior has got that bucket.
Both Thompsons are very good basketball players. That's a good block.
Caffeine and Polly Pavilion popcorn.
You miss it?
I do. Love coming back to Polly.
Something. It's not there. Pull it out. Let's run some clock.
And he gets blocked by Tinkle on the 3.
Where do Paris Austin and the Bears go for scoring? With Bradley off the floor. He pulls up from the elbow.
2-3 zone.
2008-2009. Here we go with 20 minutes to decide the first game of the final week of the regular season. Single digits on the timer for Bryce Wills and the Cardinal. Trace Tinkle defending. Able to hold his ground.
And he's still able to get shots up. Plays within the offense. Pritchard goes right at the taller.
Off the back. Gotch against Tinkle. Remember Tinkle playing with that tender right ankle as the shot clock is
the Stanford defense.
All the way to the bucket, Chris Duarte.
They're excited. Short clock situation once again for Stanford in the half court. Will trying to draw contact from Tinkle. Jones on the rip through. Rarely do you see him take it inside the 3-2 to go. White didn't want it from the corner.
Ran him off the line. No, Tinkle's got to be careful right there.
Playing through.
Because when you're practicing Aaron shooting, you don't have the passer throwing balls at your laces.
Up 10-4, and I snuck behind the three-point line 4 times and beat him. Oh, good shot.
DJ Rodman, Oregon State games, then I buy it.
7 sisters. How about that? Wow. Yeah, I hate to show up late to dinner at that league play. That's impressive.
Bonton putting on a circus display.
Oh, he's just showing out.
Well, you get a deflection and off to the races.
Right. Going to take it himself and just.
Allen lost the handle, able to keep the possession. 8 to shoot as he crosses over. Well defensed by the beat. Gotch got to recognize here. I think they wanted the shot clock reset. Gotch attacks.
Not a shot hunter. He plays well with others.
Shot clock did reset on the air ball.
Oh, my
chance!
In a screen and roll situation or there's a pick. But this guy is so good. If he gets going, if Wallace gets going.
And Rich, you guys put that, you surprised me there. That was cool.
Absolutely. One of only 26, one of only 13 in conference play. Triple-double Matt Milcroft.
Rebounds and 4 assists against Grambling State. He might be the most confident player on the floor.
Tough look inside, and Lassane.
California, Hacienda Heights, California, huge score at the high school level, better than 3,300 points. They broke what is about to be the third player in Pac-12 history. They go for 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in a career. How about Reeves making?
At the other end, Prentice Nixon. On the drive, fall away over Tinkle. Got a piece of it.
Real confidence boots for Reichel to get that first one in.
Defensively, he's in a speed mismatch now with Gomez. That one rattles out from.
A lot of energy off good offense. Made shots naturally. Ooh, wow, that's a tough one for Sewing. Playing man. You can see they're guarding McNeil.
Reichel went down and he's limping. He's hurt as Sewing
not go to the NCAA tournament. So you want to continue to win as many games as you possibly can. Nice take inside.
Was used at the rec center.
Cheat him a touch on the elbow. Has a size advantage. Not close. Martin now with 6 to shoot. Backs it out. Martin with 3 to shoot. Off the window. Now for Remy Martin. That is a very difficult shot. Doesn't take much for Remy Martin to need a heat check. Now 6 to shoot. No contest.
Right down the middle, and the Beavers have a 13-point lead.
Great defense by Trace Tinkle.
It would have been a help for PLE for Oregon State. If Tinkle could have hit that 1 out of 9 now for Trace.
Ten-point lead for the Beavers. Holder trying to take over. Nope. And a
Dallaire crossing over on Kelly. Goes up to get it.
The overtime win over Arizona. Richardson with the first shot of the game. The sophomore is off.
Being a second seed to Giannis. And so I think they're like that. They don't have that wire to go down and shoot 4 or 5 times in a row.
We're in 2 defense. You're in the middle. Evans on the wing.
Jalen Kuntz.
Good job, David.
We'll go to the line.
Pritchard, the drive, off-balance floater, and the offensive.
Oregon State not in the 1-3-1, but they are in a zone.
Harris Austin on the rack attack. 8 to shoot. Austin to the hole. And Oregon State getting.
Smith spinning.
That's a goaltend. Absolutely. Tom
at Minnesota. I believe he was the top pick, 1 or 2 in 1978 NBA draft. He was a baller. There's no surprise that Clay has.
Bay has been a big key for this Colorado team, along with McKinley Wright. Up and under, Deshaun Schwartz, the leaner, and the rebound.
It's a lot of shots, and that's a huge effect on a team when you got a guy in there erasing 6, 7, 8 points a game in block shots. There's no call.
Inside, Tyler Bay drops it in.
8 shots from downtown in a game. And I know, he's unselfish as well, but he's got to let it fly like Rylan Jones.
Good job of packing the lane, keeping people in front of them.
Jackson still looking for his bucket.
Exchange for a potential foul instead of going and finishing at the rim.
Adrian Rodriguez fouling out on that foul call on him.
8.3 points a game. Defended by Trace Tinkle, drives against him, off the glass and gets it home.
Terrell Cunningham, out to Ivy Smith. Accommodative, senior year at Rainier Beach High School in Seattle.
Oregon State. Robinson Leaderhan is in, a junior from Spain for the Gauchos, as Max Heidegger hangs left it short. Trace Tinkle. Heidegger launches. Rims out a three, and the rebound, Roman.
Mueller wants it in the post. Maldonado going to drive it. And he's fouled by Tinkle. We've got to be smart.
Well designed. Oregon State runs a lot of good sets, a lot of box sets, screen for the screener action. And a rejection by Tinkle for the game. Don't think we saw him at all in the first half. Number 13 in white. Harmon with a drive, takes the contact, can't finish.
Man, I might be still playing instead of sitting here next to you, Rich. Although it's still pretty fun sitting next to you.
Bolton won't fall. Follow up by Halliburton. That won't go.
And you always show up in big games.
Rich Burke along with Casey Jacobson. No relation to Michael. Bolton shot one.
All the way underneath the rebounded and put it back.
Also says a lot about his desire and work ethic. Harkless high off the glass. All the way to the rack. Brown. It rolls out. This game up. It was close at 63-57. Harkless past Tinkle. And Harkless with a bucket and one.
Ball screen was too high.
Evan Batty to the bucket and one.
Washington State has led this whole half and led by as many as 12. Pollard, nice lead from the screen.
Luther wide open.
Wayne Tinkle waving both arms in the air. His team defending with 9 on the shot clock. Suing, fouled, and one.
Dort. Hands up, Cheatham. Blocked by Tinkle.
And I've been on some good ones.
So Oregon continuing on here to get Paul White sitting next to Dane Altman as Pritchard gets in. Kelly.
Polk here in the air ball chant from the crowd.
Dude, I love for him to set some screens for me, Rich. He'll get you open.
Ross coming around to pick, laying it home, and one.
Time. 5 to shoot. Here goes Bess. See if he gets that mid-range. That's where he's been happy all day long.
Development of players. I think that's the thing that's most impressive to me about the Pac-12 is how much better you're from where the water's cold, man. New York. Beautiful passing.
And Dickerson answers.
Spectacular. The sunrise on Mount Rainier, which you can see from literally right outside the doorstep to our right.
Jalen Noel, Trace Tinkle, the son of the head coach. Ethan and Stephen Thompson Jr., the son of the assistant coach.
Dominique Green. Wow. That goes. And there was an example. Presence of mind. He was falling down, lost his footing. Not sure. Coach Tinkle not happy with
13 home losses of Matthew Knight for Oregon. Here's Pritchard leaving it for Paul White. Something, it's not there. Throw it out, let's run some clock. And he gets blocked by Tinkle on the 3.
Bailey finds a seam, takes it all the way and puts it through.
2 or 3 dribbles to get into rhythm. He's going to get a good shot.
Bevins all the way to the rack. The floater over Tinkle. Well, Rawson couldn't find the handle. 4 to shoot for Bearfield. Defended by Ethan Thompson. Bearfield high off the glass. What a 7 on the shot clock. Collette with a ball screen. Bevins picked up by Tinkle. Puts it up over Tinkle.
Throw it inside the Eubanks. Kind of letting their defense off the hook by shooting threes twice in the first possession.
defensively.
I think he's been very, very solid.
Long 3 by Tolliver.
These young guys have gotten playing all season long for Utah.
Plus a terrific recruiting class coming in. As a transition.
Sometimes guys feel like, oh, we're in a zone. You just kind of guard an area and there's not a lot of intensity. But if you have an intense, energetic zone, it is.
Harris Austin. Here's South. It rattles out.
But a good possession, packing it in and I don't want to say letting him shoot it, but not running out there to close out real hard either.
No such trouble at this end for the Stanford Cardinal. They are the best
for UCLA, and a big reason why they've won 7 in a row.
Would be appropriate if the most improved team in the conference produces the most improved player.
Yeah.
An off shooting night for Terry and the Cardinal from distance. So now they attack off the bounce. Feed Wills at the wing.
That's not his game.
Use this 1-3-1 to close out wins.
First time tonight.
Davis to Terry. All the time he wants, and he stares.
In the overtime win over Arizona. Richardson with the first shot of the game. The sophomore is off. That one's off. Pritchard and Mathis with a two-man game. And Peyton Pritchard's heating up.
Stepped out of bounds. One on each side of the floor. Again, you can't give away possession, so you got to get your offense in rhythm.
Thompson with 15. He leads the way for the Beavers. Pritchard's left alone. You can't do that.
Reichel takes a seat. Jared Lucas, the freshman.
Launching. And the rebound, there is Brandon Carlson for the Utes, and a travel on Booth Gotch. Beavers have a drought of nearly 4 minutes, and a foul as Jackson Brench. Jocelyn and Ellie sitting in the front row, as you would expect. They always are right in the front as Booth Gotch.
His position versus Lucas's.
Riley Batten steps in and nails it.
But that's what happened.
First foul on Alfred Hollins of the Beavers. And Booth Gotch throws it up on the move, and the first points of the second. History of the league have made 10 threes in a game. Booth Gotch runs over Zach Reichel. He's hunting for a shot. He gives it up. Booth Gotch, the floater in the lane. Timmy Allen.
Kwani able to get to the lane. Kelly gets rid of it. Andre Kelly with the rebound. Where do Paris Austin and the Bears go for scoring with Bradley off the floor? He pulls up from the elbow. 2-3 zone. Austin nearly tied up. And Tisevich to Kwani. And Kwani will have for Kelly. Paris Austin goes to work and goes to the line. Austin, and it counts. Paris Austin
goes back to send in the second defender.
Wills takes it deep over the league's leading shot blocker.
They're scoring and or getting fouled 2 times in a row.
Wills looking for the answer. Isaac White through Jones, and now Wills goes to work on Tinkle. Well defended again. 2008-2009. Here we go at 20 minutes to decide the first game of the final week of the regular season. Dallaire crossing over on Kelly. Goes up to get it.
With his level of confidence, he's not going to stop shooting and probably start making them.
Dallaire, shot fake and a drive. He may have to. Single digits on the timer for Bryce Wills and the Cardinal. Trace Tinkle defending. Able to hold his ground.
Let's see if Pritchard calls his own number.
Walker wearing 53. He got blood on his number 24 jersey. So Kelly's wearing the 53. As Richardson goes to the hoop.
And he's still able to get shots up. Plays within the offense.
Pritchard goes right at the taller.
Being a second seed to Giannis. And so I think they're like that. They don't have that wire to go down and shoot 4 or 5 times in a row.
This Oregon team went to the Sweet 16. 2 years before that, they were a Final Four team. Where do you see this team going in the post?
Gatling.
We got to finish that. This is the Stanford defense.
Right there, playing through.
Change him up on every single possession.
Campbell fading away from the elbow and buries it.
Because when you're practicing Aaron shooting, you don't have the passer throwing balls at your laces.
Up 10-4, and I snuck behind the three-point line 4 times and beat him. Oh, good shot.
DJ Rodman.
League play, that's impressive.
Bonton
putting on a circus display.
Oh, he's just showing out.
Got 6 assists.
A little stop, a little burst, maybe get them going a little bit. Nice floater. When you get a deflection, and off to the races.
Right. He's going to take it himself and just.
It's a lot of shots, and that's a huge effect on a team when you got a guy in there erasing 6, 7, 8 points a game with block shots.
Allen lost the handle, able to keep the possession. 8 to shoot as he crosses over. Well defensed by the beat. Gotch got to recognize here. I think they wanted the shot clock reset. Gotch attacks.
In bursts. And then you see the offensive struggles as well. And I think that's going to be what we see a lot of this year.
In a screen and roll situation or there's a pick. But this guy is so good. If he gets going, if Wallace gets going, exchange for a potential foul instead of going and finishing at the rim.
Adrian Rodriguez fouling out on that foul call on him.
8.3 points a game. Defended by Trace Tinkle, drives against him, off the glass and gets it home. Lineup as well. And so Peyton Dastrup and Roman Silva didn't see the floor a couple of weeks ago against the Vikings. Carter stops and pops, doesn't go. Kelly alters his shot if he didn't block it, but Hauser comes down to the rebound. And now Alonzo Walker. Nice job to this Portland State Vikings team, a salty squad. Whitaker blocked by Tinkle. Whitaker underneath. Kelly might have gotten another.